Howdy friends, welcome to today's sub 3-minute guitar lesson. This is helping you help yourself, teach yourself things that you already know but maybe you don't realize that you know it. We've been focusing on the minor pentatonic scale. I almost said minor pentatonic shape, but as we now know, there's not really multiple shapes. There's 5 notes, and this is the one shape that we all know and love because it's usually the first one we learn. And then we're kind of intimidated into thinking that we have to now learn more of those, but really we just have to learn how to see that initial one, understand how our guitar is tuned, and then realize that there's not multiple shapes. There's a 5-note scale with a pattern that repeats up and down the fretboard, and we can figure out how to find our way to those notes once we better understand what it is we're doing here. So something I want to talk about today is context. We know that most of us probably associate all this with blues. So if I'm playing in the starting point of A, then we think of either A minor blues or A major blues, like 7th chord, which technically are major chords and should not necessarily work against that scale or that scale against those chords, but they do, and it might just be as simple as that's what our ears have become accustomed to hearing, and it works, and now we're accustomed to hearing it that way, so it doesn't sound wrong, even though on paper it shouldn't work. So today what I want to do is let's get rid of thinking of this as minor pentatonic or major pentatonic and just think of it as pentatonic, which simply means a 5-note scale, and understand context. So besides playing against chords in the key of A minor or A blues, and having that bluesy feel, simply by knowing how to change the chords that we're playing against, we can change the vibe but also get more mileage out of the scale. This is our relative major-minor relationship. And so if I'm starting on A, and we used to think of that as the A minor pentatonic, let's start thinking about A blues and our second note being our country note, C, and knowing that simple 1, 4, 5 chords in the key of C, C, F, and G, with like a country feel. These notes played against them, and we've got a whole new genre that we can experiment with. Go experiment. Let me know how it goes.